Every woman has vaginal discharge. If she has a vagina, she has vaginal discharge. And if she doesn't has it, then she's not healthy. Her vagina is not healthy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kima Arundel, and thank you for clicking on this video. So today's video might not be the most sexiest or most entertaining one. However, it's a very important and healthy one. So today's video, I'll be informing you guys how to know when your pH balance is off track. And pH is referred to the vaginal acidity, in other words, potential hydrogen. And as a female, our bodies change with age, with being sexually active, as well as, most importantly, what we put in our bodies. So I'm going to share with you guys 8 things that I've came across during my adolescent age as a female that contributed to throwing my pH balance off track. And if you guys see me looking down, it's because I scribbled everything in a notepad right here, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss any important information. And everything that I wrote is based on my own personal experience. It's not something that I've gotten off from the internet. So let's get started. So according to research, a woman's vaginal pH balance should be anywhere between 3.8 and 4.5. And how to measure whether or not if it's normal, of course, is by the smell, the color, and the texture. So put in other words, a word that we all can relate to is vaginal discharge. And I know as a woman, for me it's a bit kind of uncomfortable saying this, but you know, it's that every female goes through. There's nothing to feel gross or embarrassed about. It's just how the female body works. So the first thing that I have on the list that everyone probably can relate to is yeast infection. And what yeast infection is like you're having that really discomfort, itching in your vagina, or burning sensation, or even tingling, feeling like something crawling. So second on the list, I have urinary tract infection, in other words UTI. I would say that yeast infection and UTI are somewhat linked, but they do have their own specific symptoms. Not too far, but you know, they still have their own specific symptoms. Like for example, with UTI, you have like the urge sensation, like to pee very frequently, or if your urine is cloudy, as well if you're seeing like blood within your urine, or if your urine has a very strong scent. The thing I want to share is birth control pills. Like birth control pills have its side effects. It has its pros as well as its cons. Like personally, I have encountered by just using birth control pills, like my vagina will feel like very dry, or I would see like my discharge like very less. So like it kind of like led to a irritation, so I had like to stop using the birth control pills. And maybe later in the future I might think about going on birth control pills. So another item as well is using scented soaps. Like personally, I can tell you guys all about that. Anything perfume or floral is not good for your vagina. It definitely can lead you to like turn your pH balance off track. I can give you guys evidence. I have this Dove soap that I haven't used, but I have used like this Moroccan soap gel, and just within less than a week, maybe probably about 2 to 3 days, like I was feeling like something was crawling, like this tingling discomfort feeling within my vagina. Like, and then when I stopped using it, like I felt like a relief. I know that it was the cause of using like this Dove shower gel. I'm not sure, probably for everybody, like items react differently. Certain soaps react differently for everyone, but personally I cannot use anything Dove. What did I use? What I use right now is Nivea, and Nivea is my best friend. Like it has like this soft smell. It smells like baby, and it keeps me fresh all day. I love Nivea. Like if you're using Nivea, you can stand by this product. The lotions, I love the gel. Anything Nivea is good for your body. Using laundry detergents, like I personally have come to a point where like I've become more aware what works for me and what does not work for me. So like anything like floral or anything too sweet, anything powdery is not good for your vagina. And again, people, we all react differently to different stuff. For example, I have a few like Percel, Dawn, Purex, OxyClean, Dash, Una and Om. Those are some detergents that I would not recommend you using. Like for example, I would recommend using like Gain or Tide. Those are more like friendly, human friendly detergents. As well as consuming too much of sugary liquids. Like by consuming too much of sugary liquids or fluids and not drinking enough water, you can tell that there's a difference between like your vagina. It starts to like look weird, or it feels weird, or you can actually feel it. Like you can actually feel like you're giving off. You can feel it, you know, like, or it comes to thick on your like panty liner. You can tell when you're consuming too much of sugary fluids. As well as eating, another thing is eating too much of meat. Like I've noticed just by eating like too much of meat regularly, that your vagina gives off like a weird and strange smell. So what I do personally is like, I love fish, so I always eat like something like mackerel or sardines or even salmon. I always mix it, you know, change it up. As well as eating like spinach and kales and different stuff like that is very good for your vagina. And believe it or not, the last but least, but the most unusual thing that you guys would not think of is having like intercourse with multiple of guys, especially if you're having someone like for the first time. For example, you might feel like a burning sensation after having sexual intercourse, or during the sexual intercourse you might feel like a very painful like feeling, and that is something that is a sign to let you know that your pH balance is off track. And it's not to say that the person has like a STD or whatever, but it could be like, for example, what the person is consuming in their body and the fluids that they're also letting off as well when they're having, if you're having unprotected sex. Also, another factor is if they're not like cleaning their genital area like how they're supposed to. So, you know, like these are just signs and heads up that you should take into account, as well as your partner. And if you don't want to go to the doctor, if you don't think it's something serious or it's unnecessary, I have some like personal remedies that I live, at home remedies that I live, like I try to live by. And I think these are like some stuff that people already like are aware of. Like for example, like taking probiotics daily. Like I try to take probiotics daily, but I'm not a friend of like tablets, so I try to like balance, and I like take Greek yogurt. Like I would eat Greek yogurt every day, and sometimes I would either eat it pure or I would either mix it with honey. And another thing that you can do is drink like vinegar and lemon water is like the most important thing. Like if you don't want to just drink plain water, vinegar water and lemon water is the tops. But most importantly, water, about 6 to 8 glasses is very important. As well as eating like sweet potato, as well as spinach, kale. I believe I mentioned these earlier on. So guys, these are the tips that I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope just by sharing this with you guys, you become more aware and you're more like targeting the stuff that you should like keep away from, be alert, just to keep your pH balance on level. And probably you guys, some of you guys can relate to the stuff that I have experienced that probably could have triggered your pH balance for going off track. And if there's something that you have experienced that have triggered your pH balance to being off track, be sure to leave it in a comment section. So I'll catch you guys in the next video, and bye for now.